I want to now touch on the journals. Okay, so we've got 5 more journals. Okay, we start with our creditors journal. Right now, your creditors journal will record transactions between who and who? Between us and our creditors. So when we buy on credit, right? Whenever we buy on credit, what account in our general ledger will it affect? Creditors control, right? Because it's increasing our liabilities. So we've got in our creditors journal, we record all credit purchases, okay? And what is the source document that we will use? It will be an original credit invoice. Remember, we're going to receive the original from our suppliers. So whenever we buy anything, we receive an original source document. So we will record these purchases into our creditors journal, and the columns in our creditors journal are document number, which we're familiar with, day we're familiar with, the details. Here the details will be, what will the details be? So the person or the supplier that we are buying from, right? Folio, now we've got folio here and we've got another folio column, right? This folio will relate to the individual creditors ledger account that we open for each supplier. We will deal with that in the following learning unit, but that is the folio, and we'll complete it once we've posted from our creditors journal. Now, in your creditors control account column, you will put in the amount that you owe the creditor, right? And that will be the inclusive of VAT amount, right? So whatever is on that original credit invoice, the total owing at the bottom will be entered into the creditors control column. So you ensure that it is the full amount that you owe that goes into your creditors control column. Then whatever, if your business is a trading business, you'll have a trading inventory column. And your trading inventory, you'll record the what amount? So it will be your VAT exclusive amount. So here you're going to take the amount in your creditors control column, divide by 1.14, right? So you get your trading inventory. Then you get your VAT amount. Now this is a creditors journal. Is it input VAT or output VAT? I know it's there, but why is it input VAT? Because we're claiming back. Because goods are coming into our business. Remember, whenever goods are coming into the business, it will be input VAT. Even if we get a discount, let's say we bought goods here for 1,000 rands, right? So our input VAT was 140 and we got 1,000 rand worth of goods. But on that day that we bought, there was a discount going on and they had a sale, right? And we chose the balloon that gave us a 10%. But they had lost the slip, it fell or something, and they didn't record it on the invoice. The day after that, they found that 10% note and they gave us the discount. So in that case, what is it doing to the value of the stock that we bought? It's reducing it. Instead of 1,000 rand, it's going to go to 900, right? So how are we going to adjust the input VAT? Because now it's almost as if we've got goods going out, 100 rand worth of goods going out. Do you understand that? So if we've got 100 rand worth of goods going out, where will we record that adjustment? No, but I'm talking about the VAT. Will it be input or output? Output. Why? Because it's going out of the business. If you can just understand that concept of goods coming in and stuff going out, then you will understand whether it's input VAT or output VAT. Okay, and it's especially when we're doing entries into our general journal, it's important to understand that concept. Yes?
Let's say when you get the discount, do you first work the discount out on your full amount, including that, or do you work it out exclusive if it was done at once but not like the next day?
Okay, so whenever, the question is, when do we work out the discount? Do we do it excluding VAT or including VAT? Okay, so either way, you could work it out before you take out the VAT or after you take out the VAT, but you will have to take the VAT out. Okay, you'll always have to take the VAT out. Remember, we collect VAT for somebody else. It's not ours. So you always have to exclude the VAT portion. Okay? So these are your columns for your credit purchases, right, in your creditors journal. Now, if you had to return anything to your supplier, or like the supplier gave us a 10% discount, where will we now record that? Right? We'll record it in our creditors allowances journal. Right? And all our returns to our suppliers will be recorded here. We have almost the same columns. It's your creditors control, because any transaction with our creditor affects creditors control. We have VAT, right? And we have inventory. But now our VAT column here is not input VAT. Why? Because it's goods going out, so we have output VAT. Okay. Everyone understand the VAT? Okay, when we do transactions, and we'll go through that concept. The other thing, we have sundry accounts here, right? Sundry accounts are for items that we don't buy often, right? The reason why we have an inventory column here is because we buy that often. We want to group similar transactions together and then post once, right? We post it once here, not every transaction to the account, right? So that's why we have columns. If you perhaps bought stationery every week, or let's say you bought your staff lunch twice a week, then you could have a staff refreshments column. Okay? All right, any questions about the creditors' credit transactions? Okay, we're now going to go on to debtors journal. Yes? Yes?
Did you say that we put the discount in the debtors?
If it was a day after we recorded our transaction already. Okay, so let's say we've recorded it and it's a post, so they gave us a rebate. So your rebates and your returns you will record in your creditors allowances journal. Okay, but you're talking about if it's a trade discount. Are you referring to the trade discount? Now, trade or a cash discount is something like, let's say we go to Edgar's and it's one of those scratch card things, and you scratch a card and you get your discount, right? They're going to take the discount off immediately. The bottom line, the total that you owe will already be after the discount. So then you'll just record the discounted amount. You won't have to do an entry in your CAJ. Okay. Alyssa, are you okay? All right.